Hello, Singaporeans. I have spoken about this many times before, and today I want to say it again clearly and directly. Freehold HDB flats are not only possible, they are the best interest of all Singaporeans. Let's start by addressing one of the biggest myth. Singapore doesn't have enough land for freehold HDB flats. That's simply not true. Singapore has the Land Acquisition Act, a law that gives the government the power to acquire private land, any land, for public purposes such as public housing, transportation and infrastructure. It's been used for decades to shape the city we see today. Land is not the issue. Policy is. And when the government acquires land under the Land Acquisition Act, they compensate landowners typically at market value. So let us not be confused. Singapore can plan, acquire and manage land efficiently when there is the political will to do so. So what freehold HDB flats will mean for you? If HDB flats were freehold, it will mean no more worrying that your home will be worth zero when the 99 years lease runs out. Families will be able to build long-term wealth through their flats, just like owners of private property. Seniors could sell their flats for better value, resulting in more retirement security and cash on hand. Younger Singaporeans could buy with confidence, knowing their home is a lifetime asset, not a time-limited lease. But let's be clear. These freehold HDB flats are not the same as freehold private property. We can and must keep the public housing mission intact. No individual or family should be allowed to own more than one HDB flat. No one should be allowed to own both a private property and a HDB flat, just like the current rules. This ensures that HDB remains what it was always meant to be, a home for the people, not a profit tool for the privileged. This will create a fairer system that uplifts everyone. With freehold status, those who do well can sell their flats at fair value and upgrade to private housing if they choose. Those who wish to age in place can rest easy knowing their home is a secure asset, not one that will expire. This is about protecting what Singaporeans already paid for and giving people the stability and fairness they deserve. On those critics and blind defenders of PAP, now I find it quite humorous and honestly disappointing when we hear PAP diehard supporters or PAP IBs saying that freehold HDB flats are unworkable or dangerous. Do you know many of them are also living in HDB flats themselves? If they just stop to think with some common sense and critical thinking, they will realize this idea benefits them and their families too. Let me ask you this. If one day the PAP government suddenly announced tomorrow that all HDB flats are now freehold, do you think this group of PAP diehard fans or PAP IBs will protest? Think about it. Of course not. They will clap hands, cheer, and declare that PAP cares for the people. That's what happens when blind loyalty replaces independent thinking. And that, my friends, is not only sad, it's very dangerous for Singapore. It's time to think deeper and ask for more. We must think deeply. We must think beyond party lines and ask what is truly good for Singaporeans, for our people, for our seniors, and for our children, our grandchildren. This idea is not anti-government. It's pro-Singaporean. Let's push for policies that uplift everyone. Let's speak up for fairness. Let's demand that HDB flats, which are already paid for by Singaporeans, become the lifelong assets they were meant to be, and not just for today, but for the future. And let me be very clear on this. Freehold HDB flats are possible, but only if we stop giving the PAP a blank check in Parliament. As long as they hold an overwhelming majority in Parliament, they can continue to pass policies that make life harder for ordinary Singaporeans, from housing insecurity to rising costs, to policies that ignore the struggles of the working and middle class. So, in the next general election, please vote with your eyes open and your heart focused on the people. We need a strong and balanced parliament that truly represents your hopes, your concerns, and your future. Lastly, let me know your thoughts. I am Puah. Thank you.